All right, we are getting ready to leave. We're on our way to the optometrist to get our vision checked and, work on getting our lenses for our Echo frames. They're super excited to see me. I'm super excited to be going there. It's starting to snow, but snow is not going to stop us from our mission today. So let's get on over there and let's get our lenses. So we are on our way to Wolf & Wolf Optometrists. I will put the address below. And it's in Pasadena. It's on Mountain Road. It's not on the main road here, but nice facility, nice people, enthusiastic, and that's what I really enjoy. It's people who are into whatever it is that they are doing in life, and these folks very enthusiastic. So we're grateful for that. Wolf & Wolf Optometrist. We're doing a little construction here. Maybe that's what makes this a little more complicated to get into. I am going to switch my glasses out. Huh? What do you think? Volume 10. So when you push the action button, you can see the blue light up here, so you can see that it's waiting for a command. What's the weather out like?
Right now in Pasadena, it's 33 degrees Fahrenheit with snow. Today's forecast has sleet, with a high of 39 degrees and a low of 33 degrees.
All right, we're going in. First, we'll turn off our car. All right, we're going in. Okay, so we're waiting in the waiting room. Apparently we're at the last appointment for the day, so I guess we get called in a minute. We'll get to go up and start our eye exam.
Super cool that you got these new glasses. We're excited to see how it all comes out.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait. KDBON.
Awesome. You can sit back for me. So we're going to scoot on over to your left. Your right eye is going to be up against that lens.
Okay.
There's a hole in the center. You're making sure that you're seeing that center cross that has the blinking blue light behind it. And so the last thing we're going to do on this side of the room is the puff test, which is a screening test that we do for glaucoma. You're going to scoot on over this side. And then you're going to feel a puff on that left eye. Good job. We're going to slide this bar, move with the bar, middle of the forehead on the light gray portion of the bar. Line yourself up so you see the green light. Hold steady. You're going to feel a puff on the right eye. Excellent. You can sit back.
That's always like the worst thing, that expectation for that puff.
We're looking, this takes a scan almost like a cross-section of your retina. Looks at the layers of your retina, your optic nerve, your macula, all their structures that help you see well, and the circulation associated with those layers. So you're just going to hold nice and steady for me.
Everybody, this is Dr. Wolf. Say hi to Dr. Wolf. Good to see you again.
Hey, everybody.
We're excited. These are my...
Oh, they look awesome.
What's the weather outside right now?
Currently, in Pasadena, it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit with snow.
Wow, the most expensive window I've ever heard. That's awesome. So what this instrument does, automatically measures your vision. You don't have to say or do anything. You just watch a fuzzy hot air balloon, and this tells me automatically what your vision is supposed to be. And then we use this as the baseline when we design your glasses. So the first thing we like to do is we like to take a look at the scans of everything we took the inside of your eye. So the first thing we look at is these are wide field shots of the inside of the eye. And this is an amazing view because up until very recently, the only way to get this was to dilate the eye and look with your own human eye and a magnifier. Now with this imaging software, this imaging platform, you can actually take this picture edge to edge. And the really cool stuff is, this is your optic nerve here, right there, there's your optic nerve. There's your macula, that's the center of your vision. So basically everything that we used to be able to see looking into your eyeball was about this big. And with this instrument, we can actually get all the way out to where the eye starts to curve around and become the front of the eye. And so you can look for things like tears, rips, little microscopic bleeds. It's really phenomenal the kind of view you can get with just basically a single scan, not having to dilate the eye. And so for in your case, we can see right here, you have a little floater.
I do.
A little floater in your eye that's in your right eye. And that used to be attached to this structure over here. And as you've gained life experience, that has actually separated and is now floating around here in your eye. And you can tell it's floating because in this picture, it's down over here, but in the picture we took just afterwards, it's moved a little bit.
I can verify that I have a floater in that eye.
Alright, so then once we've kind of taken a look at the overall view of your eye, sort of the 10,000 foot high view, then we kind of zoom in. So again, we talked a little bit, here's your optic nerve, here's your macula. This structure is so important, this is the center of your vision here, that it actually gets its own scanner. So then we actually have a scan over here of this same structure, but a much more detailed one. So here we have the center of your vision, otherwise known as the macula, with this little depression inside called the fovea. So it kind of looks like a little hurricane, and that's exactly what you want it to look like. You want it to look like a big old storm. If the storm is sort of blown out or pieces are missing, then you end up with things like macular degeneration, macular holes, or just otherwise a bunch of stuff you don't want. So this is a really good looking macula, very nice. And then the other structure we
Hold on. You hear that? I got a good looking macula.
And then the other structure we want to look at is the optic nerve, which is the main cable that connects the eye to the brain. And so that also gets its own scanner. And here we have images of your nerves. And what we're looking for is if there is enough nerve, is it the right shape, the right size, is it show any missing parts or whatever. Yours is a little bit dense and crowded. It's got something called drusen in it, which you can possibly see. No, yours are buried. It doesn't show up as well. A little bit of this rough patch here is what we're seeing here in the scan. But again, it helps if you looked at 10,000 of these things. So overall, it looks like the nerve structure is good. It's just a little tight. So the nerve is a little small and a little constricted, but that's not a bad thing. It just happens to be.
Is that something that has always been?
Yeah, okay. You're probably born that way. And there's not much you can do about it. And then we also want to look at the macula in the left eye. Since you were kind enough to bring in two eyes, we should probably look at both of them.
I like to be consistent with that.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. And so again, once again, nice hurricane-looking structure. Nothing really special going on about it. Just a good-looking macula in both eyes. So here we're looking for things like macular degeneration and things like that. So just a quick look. When I went to school many moons ago, when we had to learn this structure in school, we actually could only see this in a cadaver eye. That you had to take the eye of a person who's passed away, you then had to stain it, slice it, and put it under a microscope. And that's when we learned this structure here. So I learned this on humans that had passed away that had been processed and prepared under a microscope slide. So obviously that took, you know, hours, if not weeks, to get prepared, and we learned all these different layers and all the thing. And the fact that we can now image this in a live human in a few seconds, and you can see all the little layers, each one, rods, cones, inner plexiform, outer plexiform, outer nucleus, they all have names. But the fact that you can see this instantly in a person live while they're in the chair is just the most phenomenal improvement in eye care. And it's all the technology that we use that allows us in just a few moments to really diagnose and determine whether your eyes are healthy or not. It's it's been the most amazing transformation of the profession from when I went to school till now, and it's all in the technology that's been developed.
I will tell you, I had my last checkup 2 years ago, and we had nothing like this.
Nobody has anything like this.
This is truly amazing, and I'm super thrilled about being able to see it and experience it. So thank you.
No, you're welcome. No. And this gives, every patient gets this. This is a standard part of our normal exam. We are expanding our practice. We're opening up right next door, actually, and we're even putting in more technology. We're even going another level deeper, where it starts taking these images and then analyzing them over time in a way that's really, really good at detecting early subtle changes in disease that even the human eye can't pick up. So very neat stuff.
In my opinion, I think this is probably what you get from a non-chain practice. When you go to the chains, you get probably the minimal, kind of experience. When you have people who are really interested and excited about technology and want to apply that to their craft, then this is what you get, and I think you get a better service for that, to be honest.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that information we gathered from that first test, the one with the hot air balloon. We're going to transfer that over to this instrument, which is going to require me to do that. And this moves what your glasses are supposed to be into this instrument. So we can start.
So we just uploaded that.
Skip like 400 steps where we're like, I don't know, can you see this? Can you see that? Now we just jump right to the end. Okay. So if you look out there, you should be able to see some letters. But if I go like that, that takes the information, dials in front. That should look a heck of a lot better.
Perfectly clear.
Now, let's see if we can do even better still.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you some choices. And one of the best things about the way we do it here is, versus saying, which is better, 1 or 2, sort of the classic eye doctor question, we show you both choices at the same time. So if you look out there, you should have dots to your left and dots to your right. Mm-hmm. If you look at just the black dots, is there any difference? Is one of them clearer than the other, or
the ones on the right
are better? Now I made a little change there. How about now?
The ones on the left. Red.
And there?
Still red.
That should be pretty close.
That's really close.
Awesome. And that should look really good. So just that quick, because I don't have to keep asking you again and again, which is better, which is better, which is better, you can look at them as much as you want until you could decide. I find that system is just a much better way of doing it than the sort of old way of doing it. All right, now, next question. Can you read anything?
No.
I didn't think so. What if I put in the reading part of the glasses?
Yes. I can read all the way to the bottom.
Excellent.
And they're all the same.
Better 1, better 2.
It was subtle. Can you do it again?
There's 1, 2.
I think 1 was better.
I didn't want you to miss out on any of the fun 1 or 2 questions. So I threw a couple in there just for nostalgia. So that should look really good up close. Far away should look terrible.
It does.
And then we switch it back like that, and that's the 2 separate focuses, 1 for distance and 1 for near.
Yep.
And honestly, that's about it. That's about as good as we can get your vision, which is well above 20/20. So excellent job.
I want bionic vision.
Well, you've got part of it already. You've got bionic cyborg glasses. So,
that's right.
So well done. So this instrument is what we use to measure for bifocals.
Okay.
So in the old way we used to do it, we used to just hold a ruler up to your face and sort of measure as best as the eye could. Nowadays, what we use is this instrument, and what it does is it uses a camera and some cool math to basically figure out not just where your eyes are in your frame, like where they sit in the glasses, but also where they sit in your skull. So as you move your eyes from side to side, it tracks how they move inside your head. So when we design the bifocals, they match the way your eyes actually move, not so much the way they're just the random choice. So we'll put you in this and we'll run you through this with your glasses on to measure exactly how your eyes move in your frame, and then theoretically that means the glasses work better, feel better, and fit better.
Okay.
That's our plan. All right, so we'll get this someone to work.
there. And then what you're going to do is just relax, and you're going to look straight ahead at your reflection.
Thank you very much for your time.
It was absolutely a pleasure.
All right, well, we'll see you in a couple weeks when the lenses are in, and then we'll be able to post this video once we have a result.
Sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
forward
you
to
for
it.
your time.
Thank you.
All right, so it's Monday, 9 days after my eye exam. I actually got a call from Sydney on Saturday morning saying my glasses were ready, but I was loading up my dehydrator with jerky about that time, and my phone was in my office, so I did not get the call or the text until after 1 o'clock, which is when they close. So I did not have the ability to get my glasses, but I will say this, it only took them a week to get them back. That is a tremendous turnaround, so we're very happy about that. But now it's Monday. Here I am at Wolf & Wolf, about to pick up my glasses, and I cannot be more thrilled. Let's go inside and see if we can hear what the folks have to say about their tremendous service. I know. Dr. Brian said, yeah, it might be 1 week, but it's probably going to be 2.
Yeah. And they looked great.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So did you get any feedback from the lab about them? Did they go, oh, look, these
So our lab does, they do, I guess that right now you can get glasses that have speakers in the temple, or like a Bluetooth that you can connect, like listen for earbuds. So our lab does that, and our lab did Google Glass.
Okay.
So when I called them and let them know and everything, I had mentioned it to them right after you were here. And then they were like, "Oh, yeah, no problem, that's fine." I was just like, "Please make sure that they're inserted cold, this and that." They had lab. They were only in the hands of lab managers, which was good. So,
Thanks.
and I
Great.
saran wrapped. I wrapped the temples,
Okay.
so that they weren't going to be like any kind of risk of anything happening to them.
Well, thanks.
But they look really good.
I'm excited.
Me too. Are they charged? Did you charge
Yeah.
them? So they'll be good to go. Because I'm interested.
Technically. Well, see, that's going to be an interesting experiment. We'll see if they held the charge all week.
We'll see. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So, yeah.
All right, yeah, so even Sydney acknowledged that the turnaround was pretty unusual. But they did take a little bit of special care, like she was saying, with wrapping the temples and stuff. So I appreciate that little extra bit of care that they took. So.
These are the lenses that came with the frame.
Okay.
So I saved them for you.
Yeah, they were just plastic.
The plastic ones, but better safe than sorry. So we did the thinner, lighter lenses for you in the progressives with the anti-glare.
Nice. Oh, they look great. I mean,
Look at that! Visually, how is everything? That's all I
that's
care
what I
about
was
right
referring.
now.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Comfy.
Yes, that's the part when I tried them on before. I was surprised that I don't think I need any adjustments. So they feel really great.
Good.
So
Just look right here at the bridge of my nose. Good. Look around. How's everything looking?
I think because they're different,
They are
it's going to be a little bit of getting used to.
I mean, and it is 5 o'clock. So you have been going all day in your regular ones in your first pair, so they might be a little bit of a change. Start fresh tomorrow. I'm sure you're gonna like them. Whenever you're ready, I need you to try to read for me.
Volume 10.
That's so weird.
90% battery. Volume 10. Tell us a joke.
What does a grape say when it gets stepped on? Nothing. It just lets out a whine.
Oh my goodness! Can you ask what time it is?
Sure. What time is it?
The time is 5 p.m.
She's on it.
What's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Pasadena, you'll see intermittent clouds. Expect a high of 47 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 30 degrees.
Now, the speakers are beamforming, so this is what they would normally be. Volume 4. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
Can you hear it? I can't hear it. That's awesome. So case, cleaning cloths. I did have to give you an off-brand case because obviously I do not have Echo cases.
It came with a case, but I'll take yours too.
Yeah, absolutely. Take mine. Case, cleaning cloths. If the cleaning cloths get dirty, you're more than welcome to put them in. Cleaning cloths get dirty, you're more than welcome to throw them in the wash, but don't use fabric softener on them. If the lenses get dirty, I was thinking about this over the weekend. I would say don't, because you can't submerge the front of the frame at all, and I wouldn't even want to run the risk of using cleaning solution, optical spray, or running them under warm soapy water. I would do a dab of rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip and very carefully rub it on the lens, and then just use the cleaning cloth to get it off. Okay. But I would not run it under warm soapy water or anything. Of course, that's if they get smudges.
Sure.
So.
They will get smudges.
Yeah. Any adjustments, you know where to find us.
You wanted me to look at something?
Yes, I do need you to look to read.
What am I looking at?
Anything, whatever's most comfy to read.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to check how much you want to.
It's actually a little blurry.
Bring your chin up a little bit.
What was your question?
Of course, I just need to get used to where the transition is.
Yep.
Each year, thousands of eye injuries occur in homes throughout the U.S. Surprisingly, each of these injuries could have been avoided by simply wearing protective eyewear.
There you go. How's it feel?
Pretty good.
Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right, we done?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very, very much, Sydney, for all your attention and help. I appreciate it very much.
No problem.
And if I need any help, I know where to come.
Yeah, you know where to find me.
Yep, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
So, we're done. I'm going to go head out. I do want to set a reminder here. I keep wanting to do this. Set a reminder. Tweet the video to Dr. Wolf. 9:00 p.m.
Yep, you're all set to go.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. I'll tell Dr. Brian you were here.
Okay, thanks.
Which you did a little one.
What do you think? I think volume 4 is a little light for me. Set volume 5. Okay, well, our adventure is done. I'm going to get in my car and drive and go home, and these are my glasses now. So if you have any questions, interested in anything, just put them down in the comments area down below, and I'll get back with you. And all right, that's it. Bye.